another episode of Willie's Ramblins and Pickups video. Well, been traveling a lot again. I was up in New Bedford, Massachusetts a couple weeks ago. This past week I was in Memphis, Tennessee. Willie's getting around. Visited some various game stores, some antique malls, things like that. One of the neatest stores I happened to come across was the Disconnection out in Bartlet, Tennessee. It's a small store, but a lot of cool stuff is in this place. If you're in that area, highly recommend that you check it out. It's actually a pretty cool store. While I was in Tennessee, I actually found a little pinball arcade. It's called The Retro. It's inside of this antique mall kind of place. It's off to one side. A lot of great pinball games in there. Tons of early electromechanical ones that I grew up with. Plus some of the newer stuff like Black Knight. Oh, I love the new Black Knight pinball. Plus, they also had a new pinball there I haven't played before called Popeye. Popeye Saves the Earth. Another really fun pinball game. Almost like it as much as I do Medieval Madness, which is one of my all-time favorite tables. Great game. A lot of fun to play. Also this week, I was able to pick up the new Intellivision Amico, the Founders Edition that's coming out. They had a set amount of ones. They're producing 2,600 of them, and I happened to actually get lucky and get one of them. I didn't think I was because I was traveling out to Memphis when the pre-orders went live. I figured by the time I landed, they would have been all gone. They weren't. I got some of the very last ones. Got my confirmation from Intellivision that, hey, you've got the Founders Edition, so I am stoked. I've been watching some videos of the Amico and some of the gameplay on it. This thing is going to be phenomenal. I'm really excited about it. So anyway, Tommy Tallarico is doing a heck of a job with the Intellivision brand. That's all I got to say. He's phenomenal. He's doing a lot of good work for Intellivision. Anyway, what else is going on here? I make these videos, and when I get done, I go, you dummy, you forgot to mention this. Happens a lot when you get my age, so hopefully I didn't miss anything to talk about. Oh, yeah, see, almost forgot this. A couple of you contact me asking, hey, where did all the podcast episodes go for like the ColecoVisions podcast? Well, I shut down the Libsyn account. I got tired of paying money every month to host all these files for these different podcasts, and I'm not really podcasting anymore. So I shut it all down. I'm in the process of transferring all the feeds, all the files, to archive.org. Now, this is going to affect, Vetrix Radio, the Channel F files, the Atari 5200 Supercast and the Super Community Podcast, and of course ColecoVision and Atari Visions. A lot of different shows I used to do. There's a lot of episodes running around out there. Eventually, they're all going to be on archive.org. Now, right now, the Toy Tomb is on archive.org, and the ColecoVisions podcast is all up on archive.org, except for the first 4 episodes. I've lost the first 4 episodes of the ColecoVisions podcast. So if any of you out there have that downloaded, one of those 4 episodes, let me know so I can put it over on archive.org. Eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to link all the files to the official Blogspot or blogger page for the different podcasts. ColecoVisions podcast has a Blogspot page along with Toy Tomb and stuff like that. So you'll be able to go there and actually scroll down, find the episode you want to listen to, and click the little play button, and it'll automatically play where you don't have to go find it on archive.org. It's going to be a long process, but I'm going to work through it. Right now I'm doing all the Toy Tomb episodes when I get time. Then I'll probably move on to the Channel F files, and then I'll probably do the Atari Visions, because they're small shows, not a whole lot of episodes. And I'll probably do the Atari 5200 podcast, Super Podcast. There's not a whole episode for that either. And then I'll save the big one for last, which is ColecoVisions, which there's a ton of episodes of the ColecoVisions podcast, because that was the first one I did, and it was the one I did more consistently. But anyway, I know a lot of you like me podcasting, and unfortunately I just don't have the time. Between making videos and trying to podcast, there's just a whole lot of free time for me, and a lot of people like my videos more than the podcast, so a lot of the podcasting I would do are going to be like in video format. For example, you saw the Atari 5200 Super Community video just recently about Tempest. That's how it's mainly going to be. It's going to be a video podcast. I may make an MP3 file of it and put it up on archive.org. I don't know yet. Basically, I just don't have a lot of time for it. I'm really sorry about that, guys. But anyway, enough of the rambling. Let's get to some of the cool, sweet pickups I had over the past couple weeks. All right, let's see what treasures I have today. First off, we're going to start with a show donation for my buddy Phil, the No Swear Gamer. We recently did a trade. He actually included some extra stuff with the trade. That really was a surprise for me. I really appreciate when he sends me cool things. He's a really awesome guy, but he sent me a Jungle Hunt for the Atari 8-bit. Pretty cool. I've already got this game, but maybe I'll send this off to maybe Chris or somebody else who has an Atari 800 that don't have this game. The thing we traded for was Popeye. I wanted Popeye for my Atari 8-bit collection, so I've got this cartridge now. It's actually a pretty good game on the Atari 8-bit. He sent me this really cool Tomy game called Knight's Mission. I'll probably be doing a video on this for the Toy Tomb, so I love these little Tomy Pocket Arcade games. I didn't have this one as a kid, so I'm looking forward to giving this thing a try. Let's see. Oh, he also sent me a really cool game called Spinball by Epoch. Epoch made a bunch of these games called the Bookshelf series, where they're about the size of a book. You put them up on the shelf, have a really nice case. I used to have a horse racing one that I did a video on, so I'm looking forward to trying this out as well. Okay, now to some of the pickups. I found this really cool game at an antique store in Memphis, Tennessee. It's called Queen Mary, and basically the object of the game is first you have to get the little steel balls on the three buoys right here. Then you have to maneuver the ship, the Queen Mary, into the dock without knocking the buoys out of their respective little holes right here. Pretty challenging game. I got to repair this one because the smokestacks fell off. You can see the smokestack floating around in there. So I got to repair this little game. It's actually kind of cool. Also got a hold of Crazy Antics for my Atari 8-bit collection. Got this from Tim over at Atari Age. He was selling some of his Atari 8-bit stuff, so I picked up a couple things from him. So I really appreciate that, Tim. Pretty awesome. Gave me a really great deal, too. Also from Tim, I picked up Animal Keeper for the Atari 8-bit. Now this is the arcade game Zookeeper for the Atari 8-bit. Now we know Champ Games is making a version for the 2600. So I'm looking forward to see how this plays on my Atari 800 and how it compares. Pretty awesome. Another great thing from Tim. Also picked up Microsoft Pinball Arcade for the Game Boy Color. Awesome. Now, I just recently did a video on Microsoft Pinball Arcade for the PC, so I'm looking forward to trying this out for the Game Boy Color. I didn't have this game when it came out. I just recently found out about it, so decided to pick one up. Picked up this week Dig Dug for the Game Boy. Awesome. Eventually, I plan on doing a series of videos on arcade ports to the Game Boy systems. You know, the original, the Color, the Advance, and stuff like that. I think it'd be kind of fun to do. I got quite a few arcade ports for the Game Boy. Also picked up Virtual Pinball by Electronic Arts for the Sega Genesis. Now this gives you the ability to actually build your own pinball tables as well. I'm looking forward to giving this this game a try. I never bought this when it came out new. This will be the first time I've ever messed with it. So I'm looking forward to trying it out and see what I can do with it. For the PlayStation 2, I picked up Pinball Hall of Fame, the Gottlieb Collection. Oh no, sorry, the Williams Collection. So pretty cool. Looking forward to giving this a try. I love virtual pinball games. I think that has Funhouse on it, if I remember right. Yeah, it does. Has Black Knight. I love Black Knight, so I'm looking forward to that. Firepower, Funhouse, Gorgar, Whirlwind, Taxi, Space Shuttle, and Pinbot. Nice collection of pinball tables. Looking forward to giving that a try. Now, forgive me if I've mentioned this already. I can't remember if I talked about this. But anyway, Sega Casino for my Sega Master System. And you know, the whole reason why I picked this up was because of one game. There is a pinball game on this. So I'll be making a Pinball Electronica video about that pinball game. Or I may just go ahead and just talk about the whole frickin' cartridge anyway. And then play the pinball game. That's why I picked it up. It has pinball on it. Awesome. I also picked up, well I didn't pick up, this was sent to me by Collector Vision. Vanguard. Oh yeah, for the ColecoVision. What a great game. Looking forward to giving this a try. Now, the reason why I got this is I joined the Collector Vision Club for 2019, which is a great deal. It's like $150. You get access to the ROM vault, which has a lot of cool ROMs in there. And they would give you also a super secret game in the box as part of the deal. And the game they did was a pretty cool game, but it was something that I wasn't really into. I'm more into arcade ports, things like that. So Toby, I contacted Toby, and he let me know that there was a person in France that didn't get their super secret game. So he asked me to mail mine to him, which I did. In exchange, Toby sent me a Vanguard for my collection. So I am stoked about that. I just joined the Collector Vision 2020 Club, which added 17 more ROMs to the vault that you get access to. And they're going to do a arcade port that's never been done on the ColecoVision. So I am really excited about that. Let's see, what else? Oh, also picked up another game for my VFD collection. Far Away, Cosmic 1000 Far Away by Tendy. Now, a lot of you know that I absolutely love VFD games and LED games like the old Mattel handhelds. And I've been slowly building up a collection of these games. It works perfectly fine. Check it out. It's awesome. I'll be making a video about this sometime in the near future. But the thing is in actually really great shape. Didn't have one of these when they came out, so I'm looking forward to giving it a try. Pretty cool. So anyway, oh, one more pickup. Oh, this is a doozy. I forgot about this one. This one's not going to fit on the screen. It's too dang big. But I got a hold of. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Get over a little farther, a little farther, a little farther. There we go. Ricochet Electronic Color TV Game Center. Awesome. Now, I got this from an individual whose father used to recondition and sell Odyssey systems, the original, and other things like that. He had an eBay store for the longest time. Well, he retired. He was put into a nursing home, and in order to get some money up to help pay for everything, his daughter's been liquidating all his inventory. There's nothing left. The auctioneer bought everything else up not too long ago. But she was offering some great deals on some boxed Odyssey consoles and things like that. And she had this one there that I was interested in picking up. I had this growing up. I like this Pong game, so I'm looking forward to talk about it and everything. But anyway, that's all the pickups for this week. I'm happy everybody is viewing the channel. The subscribers are actually going up on the channel. I'm almost to 8,000 subscribers now. Slowly getting there. Hopefully by the end of this year I'll break that. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Thanks for watching. My mind just goes blank every once in a while. Where was I? Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another video of Willie's